Hey guys, we are in week 8 of distant learning. You have this week, next week, and the week after left for school, so it's winding down. I'm just going to run through what I want you guys working on this week. So I assigned you all your week 8 reading log since we had done writing for a couple of weeks. We're going to do reading this week. So it's all set out for you in the same format. Monday, there's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so that's all set out for you. That's due Sunday, May 10th at 11:59. Okay, this week you're going to work on poetry. So I went through this slideshow and I just picked out some different types of poems, and I gave you the definition of the poem, and then I gave you an example of the poem. So this one's a free verse poem, lacks consistent rhyme scheme, metrical pattern, and musical form. And then there's an example. An epic is a lengthy narrative work, typically details extraordinary feats and adventures of characters from a distant past. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the Iliad, and the Paradise Lost are some of the most popular epics. A haiku, probably very popular, 3 lines, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Okay. A sonnet is a 14-line poem, typically on the topic of love. You have the 14 lines here within these first 3 stanzas. No, wait. Sorry. It's all 14 lines, but the last 2 lines are a couplet. Excuse me. Shakespeare is very popular using sonnets. Then you have an elegy, which reflects upon life, upon death or lost. Then you have an ode, which is a tribute to a subject. It can be a person, place, or thing. This was an ode to a tribute to a hair tie, so just random things. You have an acrostic, spells out a name, word, or phrase. Typically each line begins with a corresponding letter, but the letter can be anywhere in the word. Okay, so this one is Egypt pyramids, and if you notice, the author of this didn't start with an E right here. They put it in the middle of the word, so he kind of has that same, like right here with pyramid, with the Y in pyramid, he chose pyramid here, hippopotamus here, Pharaoh here for the A. So you see how that's kind of done like that. So if you choose acrostic, I don't want you being basic. You need to be a little bit more than basic. Found poetry, this is probably one of my favorite types of poetry, just creating poetry from other works of literature. So this was just a page out of a book, and this person boxed in the things that they wanted to use. So you would read it with leaving town like a kid on a bicycle, a small parade on a bike with high handlebars, pedaled with no hands. Okay, so that's how you would read that. And then they did some illustrations there with it. And then lastly, you can choose for music or rap. If you're choosing this, remember that it's not somebody else's work of music or rap. It is your own original work. Okay, so those are the 9 different types of poetry that you can choose from for this week's assignment. And then you click on the poetry assignment itself, and it gives you your directions. So number 1, read through the different types of poetry and the examples provided, which I just did for you. I want you to choose one type of poetry that you wish to create an original of. So that means it must be yours. Write your poem. Must be your original work. Include pictures, drawings, doodling, something. There needs to be an artistic factor to it. I want you to be creative. And then remember that your poem, any drawings, pictures, doodles, blah, 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 must be included on the following slide. So the slide is blank, so it's kind of like a blank canvas. Do whatever you need to do for that. You'll be good to go there. When you're done with that, click Turn In. Also with your reading log, you need to make sure you're clicking Turn In. Just some other various announcements. Guys, make sure that if you haven't done an assignment, get it done. If you're doing it and you're doing it and completely doing it, I'm giving you full credit for it. So please do that. If you didn't get full credit on something, please go back and redo it, and I'll give you full credit for it. There are too many of you that aren't putting forth your best effort. Let's put it this way, guys. You should all have hundreds. Okay, so let's do our best to get stuff turned in that's not turned in, or fixed to 100s that's not already been given 100. Let's do our best to get that stuff done, okay? Also, a couple of just random reminders for this week. Tomorrow is actual Teacher Appreciation Day, so make sure that you reach out, thank one of your teachers. I've been sending all of your teacher appreciation emails that you did, your letters and videos that you did. I've been sending those to your teachers, and I'm trying to forward back responses that they're sending me, so check your email in case you get one. Lots of your teachers have been super surprised, and they've really loved it. So the actual day is tomorrow. And then Sunday, this coming Sunday, May 10th, is Mother's Day. So do something nice for your mom, okay? Write her a card, help her clean the house, do the dishes, cook dinner. Do something nice for your mom this week, okay? I love you guys. I miss you guys. If you need something, email me, send me a comment on Google Classroom, text me. I'll be live in Google Hangouts tomorrow and a couple of days after that. So if you need something, just let me know, okay? I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.